What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel for another installment of the 3D series, where I'm attempting to play through and show you guys and showcase all the awesome courses available to play here on GSPro by, as the name implies, playing 3 holes per course, usually 1, 9, and 18. However, for today's video, which is a bit of a special one, only a 9-hole course, so we're doing holes 1, 5, and 9. For today's video, which I said it was a special one because we have another subscriber and also a designer requested course, which is always cool to see. We are going through Southaven Golf Center in Southaven, Mississippi, USA, designed by Outdoors. Outdoors, a longtime subscriber to the channel. Really appreciate all the kind words and the kind comments you've sent over the past few years that I've been doing the channel. He's notorious for leaving some well-written, well-thought-out, really nice comments. So I actually took a screenshot of his comment. He popped into a live stream recently and said he dabbled into some course design, so he wanted for me to give it a go, and I told him just to leave an actual comment on the video so I didn't forget about it. But Outdoors mentioned, he said, it's good to see your channel growing. The thumbnail graphics are pretty cool and eye-catching. Appreciate it. And then he was saying some other kind stuff in the chat too, but this is mainly just so I remember to do the course. But he said, I jumped in and made my first course on GSPro. It's not up to the same caliber as the more experienced designers, but I'm excited about having one under my belt. Southaven Golf Center is pretty short, flat, and bunkerless 9-hole municipal course that's ideal for me to start with. If you get a chance, give it a whirl and tell me what you think. So we are in fact doing it. The clouds look really cool. I've been mentioning I'm getting in a habit of doing my best not to change any of the lighting settings, despite maybe the contrast in the greens. Maybe it'll look a little bit better on my projector. I want not only the course recommended settings for the way the designers rather set up the courses between the fairway firmness and all that stuff, but also the lighting. They put time and effort and energy into customizing the lighting, how they want the course to look. Seadrum has told me a good amount about that. Has been getting on my case about messing up his lighting. So I want to do my best to do the course justice and kind of showcase these pieces of art, which I always often refer them to, because they really are countless hours that go into these, time, effort, maybe not so much blood, but probably sweat and tears that go into these courses. So we're going to give it a go. As far as the settings, like I said, only a 9-hole course, so I'm doing holes 1, 5, and 9. We have normal fairways, normal greens. I put it to 11 stimps. White tees, which are only at 2171. Outdoors was saying it's a shorter course, which I don't mind. This is going to be my final video today, so hit it halfway decent. Hopefully we play well to wrap things up here. Thursday pins, course altitude of 308 feet altitude, 8-foot gimmies, calm winds. And without further ado, let's get into it. First hole, par 4, 327. Pretty, wow, that's a sizable dog leg. That's a crazy layout. Cool buildings in the background. Road looks good. Pretty basic municipal course from what he mentioned. Obviously, first course, I always can't emphasize it enough. Although you can't expect to have CE Sim Golf type of quality for these courses. I kind of go into this knowing what to expect, but I say it often. This is way, way better than what I could ever do. First course, 10th course, whatever. I'm afraid to even venture and dip my toes into the course design world. So really, really good job. Although maybe the details aren't quite as intricate with cool little Easter egg type of stuff and all the flowers or the way that the bunkers look or the fairways. No bunkers here, but you get the point. Maybe not quite like he mentioned up to the level and caliber of some other people, but really, really cool. Very much so playable. And if I was able to do this, I'd be over the moon if I could design something like this. So let's move over here to the left. Let's see where we're going to aim. Oh boy. He did say shorter course. I don't know if this is necessarily a driver hole. Green's over here. So if we sneak it past these trees and it draws, we may be all right. Realistically, I should just be hitting an iron or a 3-wood off of this, but we're going to go there. That's 265. It's possible we go too far if I hit it good and we're into the street, but we're going to hit driver. You guys didn't come here to see me lay up, and neither did I. So we'll go there and see what we can do. Hopefully, even par through the 3 holes, 1, 5, and 9. Ooh, 272. I hit that decent. That's got to sit, though. Sit. We'll call that a good miss. A little bit long, but I hit it well. I'll take that all day long. Not exactly the ideal spot, but that was a good swing, good driver swing. If I can do that every single time with a little bit more than a baby draw, but that's manageable. It's not like 50 spin axis to the left. So 11 spin axis to the left, 383 RPMs of left side spin. I don't mind the 155, and I really like the 272 raw carry. 6.2 degrees up. I've been trying to hit up on it more. We will take it. So leaves us with 32 yards out of the rough. Got anything going on with the heat map? It's going to fall off over there to the left. So we'll go over here to the right. Out of the rough, we'll try to hit this. What I say, normal. I do a couple of these videos and I get all mixed up of what the settings actually are. Normal. So probably want to hit this about 25 in the air, maybe a touch more. We'll go 60 degree and see if we can kind of launch it up in the air a bit more, land it right on the fringe, let it roll out. Small green here, but kind of to be expected for a smaller, shorter municipal course. Sometimes they struggle to fit everything in with space. It looks like maybe we have schools, hospitals, office buildings type of stuff around. So from what I would imagine, it's probably a pretty restricted area with, I've had courses like this that I played in the past around here where 9-hole course, all the holes are pretty close to each other, pretty narrow. You've got people where they're a little bit wayward like I am a lot of times off the tee. There's balls flying, crisscrossing across fairways. I would imagine this is similar, but let's see what we can do with the 60. It's going to sit. 32. Land soft. A little bit too much mustard. Leaves us a birdie putt, though. Ten-footer, pretty straight. I like the golf cart addition over there to the left. The houses look good. Bushes look cool in between the road or the parking lot, whatever that is. I pushed it a touch. We got it to go, though. Caw-caw, we'll take the birdie. 1 under through 1. Second hole, fifth hole, par 4, 292. OB all the way along the left. So we're going to probably go up and over those trees on the right. But let's do the flyover first. Again, pretty basic course. Nothing that's going to jump off the impact screen or the projector, so to speak, and really wow you. But again, very much so playable. Very tiny green. No bunkers, which I don't mind. And if this happened to be like my local course that I played a ton and someone were to do this, I'd be over the moon with how this looks and having the accurate representation with all the LiDAR, everything else, the layouts. I'm sure this is pretty darn close to what it looks like in real life. So we're going to go over here. As long as we launch this up and over the tree, it should give us room both left and right. Wouldn't mind another 270 plus in the air. Where did that other ball escape to? There it is. I keep cracking these stupid TP5s. I don't know if it's because I'm close to the screen or what, but I'm down to, these are the only two. These things are on their way out. These are the only two decent ones left. I got 2 over there that are, I don't even know how the square even reads them. I use those to warm up. But I've cracked 8 out of the 12, and I feel like one of these may be going pretty soon too. But all I have to say, I try to rotate the balls because they heat up getting stopped by the screen, so I try my best to have a handful of balls that I can rotate. After these things finally wave the white flag and crack, I'll probably take out a sleeve or 2 of the TP5Xs just so I can rotate about 6 of them, let them cool down in between shots, that kind of thing. But here we go. Oh, super high on the face. That should work, though. Only 150 ball speed. Bounce left. High toe. It'll work, though. Not quite 270, but we were close. 268 raw carry. Anyone out there, I've been kind of a broken record saying as of the past 2 weeks, I've been trying to hit up on it as much as possible. For me, anything right around that 6 degrees or more on the attack angle up, that was 6.3. For whatever reason, just me having that as my really only driver thought of hitting up on it as much as I can. For the most part, Not 100% of the time, obviously, but for the most part, they go relatively straight, and they just launch so high with lower spin. 1400 is a bit low on the backspin, but they just launch so high. That's Seadrum's recipe for high nasty bombs, just high launch, low spin. They just carry so much further. So despite that being a pretty high toe miss hit and only 150 ball speed, all things considered, compared to high to mid 150s, even low 160s, to still get almost 270 in the air out of that, I'm not complaining. Leaves us with 20 yards, high point back there to the right. So we'll go over here and we'll hit the 60, try to carry this. We're into an upslope and we're hitting at 7.3 degrees up. So this is going to land pretty soft. Try to hit this about 17 or 18, I think. $18. All right, that works. Caw, another birdie. Short course, easy gimme circle, so I'm not going to get too high and mighty over here about the score, but we'll for sure take 2 under through the 2 holes. Third and final hole, 9th hole, par 4, 330. A little bit longer here on the final hole. Oh, is that maybe a park over there or something? Or is that another part of the course? That fence is cool. Got the golf carts over there with the shack. Tree right in the way of trying to take a look at the green. All right, we got OB all along the left side. We're going to move over here. We got tons of room, or all along the right side, rather. We got tons of room left, so we don't need to do anything crazy here. We'll go there. Worst case scenario, this will likely go left, so if that was an OB, I'd probably go over here and try to cut the corner a little bit more. But we'll go here. We got plenty of room left. And this one I would honestly take a duck hook. Just can't. Anything besides a big fade out of bounds. And it faded. That's OB. What was the one thing I didn't want? Get over the fence. There goes the scorecard. I hit it OB. The one thing I did not want to do. Honestly, I kind of did that to myself. That's like the cardinal rule of golf. You never walk up to like a island green or something like that and say, I don't want to go. You got to speak. Your brain works much better. It really only works when you talk positive. So instead of, I really don't want to hit a fade and I don't want to hit this right, just focus on, all right, we're going to hit this left. I want to hit this left. Just a different framing. You'd be surprised how much that actually helps. And I did not follow my own rule there. But same thing with like island greens, you have water in front of you. Instead of hyperfixating on the water, saying, all right, I just don't go in the water, don't go in the water, don't go in the water, you end up, your subconscious takes over and you end up putting it right in the water. This one, we're going to say, all right, we want to hit this way left. We're going to hit this left. We're going to hit this left. We're going to hit this left. And that's left. We should have done that in the first place. Not particularly well hit, only 250 in the air, but we're back in play. Unfortunately, now we're already hitting 4 from 95 yards, so we're going to erode away our 2 under score, but even if we get a double, we'll still be even par. Kind of unfortunate, is what it is. 95 yards, it's going to come out left. We got the tree here. Let's see. Are there colliders up top? There are. I always say it's a little bit deceiving. We're on a 1 degree upslope. It's a little bit deceiving figuring out here on GSPro how close we actually are to that tree, if we can get up and over it. I think we may be able to, so I'm going to hit we already hit one OB, so what's the difference? But I'm going to try to just hit 100-yard approach wedge shot and see if we can get up and over it. Realistically, if I was trying to shoot a score, I'd probably do a low bump and run 8-iron. There's not really anything there with no bunkers, but let's try the actual shot first, and then if we have to take our medicine, we can go right off the tree, so be it. Oh, we cleared him. We went right through him. All right, that worked out. Good decision. So, unfortunately, a bogey, but that's what happens when you spray one OB to the right out of bounds. But from Southaven Golf Center in Southaven, Mississippi, USA, designed by the subscriber. Really appreciate the support over the years. Like I said, outdoors, awesome guy from what I can tell. We ended up with 1 under through 3 holes. So birdie on 1, birdie on 5, and unfortunate bogey there on 8 or on 9 rather. Could have been worse though with that OB shot. So that tree shot, we got a little bit risky there. It happened to work out. We'll take it. Take a look at the stats. 2 birdies, 1 bogey. No driving stats because we've missed 0 out of 3 fairways. Although we hit, that first one was hit good. The second one wasn't hit horrendous. That third hole, not the best. Sprayed one right, which wasn't even hit that bad, but we sprayed one right first, and then the second one we really wanted to go left, and that was hit pretty poor. In any event, no driving stats because we didn't hit a single fairway. 21 feet of total putting, 3 putts, 16 minutes on the gameplay. 2 out of 3 greens in regulation, we'll take that. 0 out of 3 fairways, that's not ideal, but hey, it is what it is. 1 under through the 3 holes. Could always be worse. So, going to go ahead and wrap this one up. Again, great job by Outdoors. Way better than what I could do. And again, he wasn't under the impression trying to say, hey, like, check out this insane quality of the course. Definitely not what he was saying. And I didn't expect that. I didn't think we saw that there. But all things considered, way better than what I could have done. And very much so playable, very much so enjoyable, especially if you happen to play this course in real life. I'm not sure this is, like, obviously not a super well-known course, so I'm sure people aren't going to quite go out of their way to rush to go play this one. But if you happen to be in the area, you would say, wow, this looks exactly like the course. This is awesome that someone was able to design this and let us play it essentially for free if you just have the GSPro subscription. But I'm going to go ahead and wrap this one up. Again, shout out to Outdoors. If you have any course requests, this was really cool. He gave me that background information, which I always like, so I can relay it in the video. If you have any course requests, please let me know, whether you designed it yourself, it's a local course that you had designed or popped up, world famous course, fictional course, whatever the case may be. Just give me the name of the course, the location, and a little bit of background information down in the comment section. That way it stays there. If I happen to forget and I see it in like a live chat, it kind of disappears after. I can go back and see it, but I like having the actual comment there so I can go back, write it down in my notes, and remember to come out next time I do it. If it's possibly a week or two in between, keep that in my notes so I can remember to come out and do it. But shout out to the members. Shout out to Outdoors again. And like I always say, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys at the next course.